everybody, and welcome to The Balancing Act. I'm Julie Moran.
And I'm Olga Villaverde. Lots on today's show.
We are on location in Rochester, New York, learning more about one woman's breast cancer journey.
It's a story full of hope. And by the way, switching gears, I'm hoping I can keep up with Chef Ming.
Oh, Chef Ming.
Love him. I'll be joining him in the kitchen soon, and we're going green.
Plus, Brittany Cascone is here to tell us more about a Wonder prebiotic drink that's designed to help our gut health.
And when your gut is healthy,
you're healthy.
That's right. That and more as The Balancing Act starts right now.
1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in their lifetime. So when a woman hears those words, her whole life changes. Treatment options become priority.
And today, advances in technology are helping women facing the possibility of having their breasts removed due to cancer. Options that help them strengthen their sense of wholeness and confidence.
We're shining the light on breast cancer awareness as we travel to Rochester, New York to learn about one woman's journey.
My husband and I had just gone for a run. We were training for a half marathon at the time, feeling great. Nothing about my body was telling me that there was anything wrong. But as I was getting changed after getting out of the shower, I discovered a lump in my breast. And it wasn't like this little thing where I thought, oh, maybe that's nothing. It was sizable.
For 38-year-old Annie Murphy, a busy working mom, that lump was breast cancer. A trip to the doctor for a mammogram, ultrasound, and biopsy proved conclusive.
Cancer was not something that was on my radar. It was terrifying, shocking. The tumor in my breast was malignant and that it had spread to my lymph nodes. To what extent, we didn't know. So I found out that it was HER2-positive breast cancer, I think 2 days later. My OBGYN had received the results, and she called me to sort of talk through everything with me in a little more detail.
Once officially diagnosed with HER2-positive, an extremely aggressive form of breast cancer, she immediately went into action.
So chemotherapy started about a month after my diagnosis. It was very scary. I did get very sick. It was 6 treatments every 3 weeks. After the first treatment, I lost all my hair. I was very ill. A lot of abdominal sickness, nosebleeds that would last 3 hours, burning of my hands, not able to eat very much, mouth sores. I mean, it was spread out every 3 weeks. And so I would have good days and bad days. And on the good days, I would do whatever I could that made me feel good. And on the bad days, I would rest. And that was sort of how we got through those 18 weeks.
Family support during this time was critical. They rallied to help in any way they could, especially as the Murphys have a 3-year-old daughter, Frances, who didn't quite understand what was going on.
She would say, "Mommy, I don't like your hair. Mommy, where's your hair?" You know, and I'd say, "It's gonna grow back. You know, it's temporary." And I didn't want her to think that getting sick meant you lose your hair. I didn't want her to be thinking about this word cancer and be traumatized by it, you know, at such a young age.
In preparation for her surgery, she would have a bilateral mastectomy. Annie also met with a board-certified plastic surgeon.
When I met Dr. Amalfi, I just knew that she was the plastic surgeon for me. So I opted for a bilateral mastectomy. I wanted reconstruction to feel the same as I had before, and she is the final step of this process. I would say especially for a young woman, it's a really important part because my body is so much of who I am, and I wasn't electing to have this surgery, and I wanted reconstruction and to not be reminded as much of what this past year was all about.
Annie is just an incredible patient that I've had the pleasure of taking care of. It was important for us to talk about what her breasts meant to her, how her breasts looked and felt to her, and what she wanted. So breast reconstruction is really a long journey for our patients. We can start immediately at the time of their mastectomy or their lumpectomy. We can either use a patient's own tissue to reconstruct a breast, or we can use a device, a breast implant. When we do implant-based reconstruction, it's a multiple procedure. And Annie really wanted a natural result, which is what a lot of my patients desire. She decided upon an implant-based 2-staged reconstruction. The first stage, we put in a tissue expander. And then very gradually in the office, we fill that up until she got to a size that she liked. Then we schedule a second surgery where we actually remove that expander and put in a permanent breast implant.
To help rebuild a breast shape in a natural way, they chose a breast tissue expander for her breast expansion process.
My patients really relate well to the tissue expander. It's shaped like a natural breast. And so from day one after the mastectomy, the woman looks down and sees something that looks and resembles like her native breast. And I know that when I go in and put my implant in, that patient's gonna have beautiful lower pole projection, which is gonna mimic a natural breast.
I think I had 3 fills. It's different. It's hard to explain, but uncomfortable for sure. But I wanted to look very much as I looked before, natural. Once we filled them to where we were comfortable, that is when we started to prep for the final surgery to place the implants.
There's a lot of things that go into my decision for which implant to use. The most important thing is to figure out what it is that the patient wants. Does she want a very natural look, a ptotic breast, meaning a breast that sags naturally like real tissue, or does she want a very full, prominent, projecting implant that looks more like a breast augmentation? I have tools to do both of those things. And so once we establish that, then we pick a device that can really deliver. The perfect implant for Annie was able to give her that soft, natural feel that she wanted, but it also had the firmness and projection that I needed to have a beautiful reconstruction.
I am happy with it. I mean, it's a big change. I would have never opted for augmented breasts, but I am happy with the results. I think it's pretty incredible what they're able to do. Reconstruction just felt like the right step, and I'm happy with that choice. For right now, just for getting back into my life as a young woman, as a mother.
After a life-changing year, Annie is back to work and grateful to be where she is.
It's almost incredible to look back on everything that happened in this last year and where I am today. And I'm so grateful, and we know how fortunate we are and how fortunate I am. My husband, we talk about this a lot, that bad things happen to good people. And, you know, there's no simple reason for this. You know, it's a new normal. I don't think my energy is fully back, and I definitely have days where I worry, but overall, for the most part, I feel really good.
So we hear it all the time, eat more greens. So how can we incorporate these leafy vegetables into our lives? Well, I am so excited because today we have a James Beard award-winning chef in our kitchen who's going to show us creative recipe ideas that will make us think way beyond the salad. Joining me from B&W, a great chef, is celebrity chef Ming Tsai.
Hola, Olga.
Hola, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
I love salads. I'm a salad girl, but sometimes they're just blah, you know? And I'm Cuban, I like salsa, I like spicy, I like it to be fun, not boring.
So you would love this. So our newest blend's called the Power 4. It's red kale, arugula, watercress, and spinach, all baby. And the reason it's so good, you said it, it has flavor. A lot of mesclines are so bland.
I know.
And once they sit in your fridge within a day or two, they will. They're gone, right? So this will last for the longest time in your fridge. I've never thrown a bag away, for one. And because of the spice of the watercress and the arugula, it gives it some oomph to it.
More
right?
zing.
Yeah, it's just what you want. I mean, look, everything in the world costs money now, so when you buy something, you want to make sure it's high quality, delicious, and if it's good for you too, well, that's the bonus.
You know what I noticed, Ming, is that when people see these kind of leaves, they kind of think it's just for garnish, but it's not.
Oh no, this is straight watercress. Here, try this. This is a pineapple watercress smoothie with some bananas. To start your day off right, this is what you drink this, you'll be like, boom, superhuman.
This is fantastic.
Right? It's so easy. So that's how you can start your day. This is how you can end your day. All right?
After a long day.
This actually is a gin cocktail. I'm just gonna put a little bit of gin just for flavor, okay? It's for 2 people, so it's very light in alcohol.
Okay.
This is a watercress syrup that we made, which is watercress and simple syrup.
Who would have thought?
A little bit of lemon juice, and then a couple dashes of bitters. That's it. And this will give you the most delicious, actually healthy cocktail.
We gotta hear the noise.
All right, just nice and slow like that.
Okay, that got me going.
A little bit. I'm just going to give you just a touch, but look at that great green color you get.
I can't believe this.
Right? And no one ever thinks about using watercress to make a cocktail.
I certainly am not going to drink without toasting. Ching ching. Ay, qué rico. Fantastic.
Right?
This is real. Oh
Not
my
bad,
gosh.
right? All right,
I'm not
come
putting it down.
All right, so soup. Great way to make watercress soup. This is a reduced chicken stock that has garlic and onions in it, all right? So I'm gonna pour a little bit in this blender, all right? And you wanna be careful with hot liquid. Open it up like that, so when it goes on, you want this steam to go escape.
Exactly, that's
right?
a good idea.
Now, what I can do is then you just add watercress to this. It's so easy.
That's
Watch.
it?
This is the soup. So then we take watercress right out of the bag, and I love how it comes. You feel how dry this is?
This is just good enough to eat when you get
Right? Oh, it's so good. Right? So we put watercress in the bag like this.
This is so fantastic.
Right?
Crunchy, flavorful.
And then we'll go ahead and get this going again. We'll do it. Right? I'm gonna add a little bit more. Now that I have it going, I got a little bit to the side here.
Okay.
Right?
Just to give it a little bit more punch.
A little bit more punch. Okay, so Olga, I added the whole bag. I put about 5 pats of butter in and salt and pepper to get it really super smooth.
Okay.
And look what we have here.
It's gorgeous.
Try that.
Okay, fantastic. Let me give it a
So
whirl.
it's chicken stock, garlic, onions.
Oh my gosh.
Watercress.
Chef, this is
Right?
awesome.
Isn't that good?
Wow.
So simple. All right, you keep eating that. I'm gonna show you one more quick dish. This is using the power of 4.
So it's this one here, right, Chef?
It is. So 3 of the 4. So the red kale, the watercress, and the arugula, for nutritional density, the top 3.
Fantastic.
So what does that mean for people out there? That means it's delicious
It's
and good
for
for
you.
you. So salt and pepper on some chicken thigh. Just plain old oil. This is the classic way to do a stir fry, which is you start with the protein, get it going, then you set it aside, right? So this is gonna take about 6 or 8 minutes all day. All right, so this wok is hot, so I'm gonna add just a teaspoon of oil, a little garlic and ginger, scallion whites. These are jalapenos. So here's some chicken stock, all right? This is a vegetarian oyster sauce. So it's oyster sauce made from shiitake mushrooms. We're gonna add our noodles, then we'll add the chicken back.
And voila.
And we're almost there, all right? Then power 4 at the very end. So,
Open the bag.
oh yeah, out of the bag.
Right there. That's the last thing you're gonna put
And
on.
you're gonna put it, I'm gonna do it 2 ways. I'm gonna put just a little bit of bed, because I like the crunchiness, the freshness of power 4, right? So just a little bit like that. And then the rest will just wilt. We'll let the hot noodles wilt it slowly. All right, so I'll plate this up here.
Look at that fabulous dish. Por favor. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a little bit messy, but whatever.
That's okay.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Come back again.
Anytime.
All right, and for more information on any of this, you go to bwqualitygrowers.com or go to our website, thebalancingact.com. I'm going to eat some more, Chef.
I'm gonna balance.
As the new year kicks in, it's time to kick our gut health into full gear.
And one helpful way to do that is with kombucha.
Okay, so if you've never heard of kombucha, our very own Brittany Cascone is here to help us learn more.
Take it away, Brittany.
Thank you, ladies. Now, it's been buzzing in health circles, kombucha, and how drinking it can be beneficial thanks to the fermentation. But most people believe fermentation produces probiotics. But is that really the case? Now, you may not know that our gut already has naturally occurring probiotics. And to nourish them, you actually need prebiotics. Now, there is an easy and tasty solution to get those prebiotics you need, all with the benefits of kombucha. Now, here to help us understand more is Executive Vice President of Research and Development at Pure Steeps, Tsai Chalavati. Welcome, Tsai.
Hi, Brittany. Nice to be here.
So we know Wonder Drink has introduced the first and only kombucha with an organic prebiotic fiber. But first, let's just start with the basics. What is the difference between a pre and probiotic for those who don't know?
Probiotics, in simple terms, are good bacteria. A lot of us already have a lot of different varieties of probiotic bacteria in our gut.
Right.
Prebiotic nourishes probiotics. They're food for probiotics. They are plant-based fibers, and they can enhance the growth of this probiotic bacteria and allow for a superior gut health.
Now, why are prebiotics in fermented drinks more stable than probiotics?
Since probiotics are live microorganisms, they tend to be susceptible and sensitive to the environment.
Right.
And fermented drinks have a lot of acid, and a lot of probiotics don't do well when there is acid. So their survival and efficacy and activity over time can change. So they're not very reliable source of getting the gut health benefits. Whereas prebiotics are plant-based, they are fiber, and they're much more stable in fermented beverages.
So Wonder Drink is a prebiotic kombucha, but what sets it apart to other kombuchas out there on the market?
We use a plant-based prebiotic called Xylo, short for Xylo-oligosaccharides.
Okay.
It's a certified organic plant-based fiber that is very stable in kombucha. And the other neat thing about Xylo is since it's stable, every can of kombucha has same amount of functionality opposed to what you would see with a probiotic kombucha.
Right, so it's consistent.
It is very consistent. Not only that, it doesn't give any of the side effects that you get from other prebiotic fibers like gas or bloating.
So Wonder Drink, it's vegan, non-GMO, gluten-free, all the big words that everybody loves, but is it also non-alcoholic?
We take a lot of pride in that. We are guaranteed non-alcoholic products, which means our products have less than 0.5% alcohol by volume, which is the legal limit set in US. We get to this point using a two-step proprietary process. So we ferment teas for about a week and take that fermented tea and blend it with other ingredients like organic fruit juices. And then we stop the fermentation process by inactivating the starter cultures. And the other unique thing about our process is we use standardized bacteria and yeast cultures. So we know exactly what's going into our process each and every time.
Sometimes people hear fruit juice and they think sugar. I was looking on the back of this can. Can you tell them how many grams of sugar is in this? Because it blew my mind.
There's no more than 10 grams of sugar per can, one of the lowest sugar content in a kombucha product.
Can you tell us a little bit about the flavors that you have here? I see 3 different ones here.
We have a nice crispy apple mint, which has a herbal spearmint flavor.
Okay.
And we have a nice spicy ginger peach and a sweet tropical mango.
Well, I know that we could drink these by themselves, but can we also mix these with different recipes?
These are absolutely amazing in cocktails. For example, ginger peach goes really well in a Moscow Mule type recipe.
Can I try one of these?
What would you like to try?
I think I'm gonna go with the apple mint. That sounds like my style. All right, excited.
Here.
Oh, wow. This is fabulous.
Awesome.
Where can we find these drinks?
These are currently sold on Amazon, but will be in stores soon. And you can also check us out on our store locator on the website.
Well, I'm definitely gonna be stocking up on these. I know you guys will be too at home.
Glad to hear that.
Yes. Well, if you guys want to check out this great tasting prebiotic kombucha, make sure you head over to wonderdrink.com. And as always, for more information, check out our website, thebalancingAct.com.
Did you know many people think that life insurance is difficult to get? This is a common myth that prevents so many from getting coverage that could help them. Guaranteed whole life insurance is a type of insurance that requires no medical exam. If you're between the ages of 45 and 85, you can't be turned down. United of Omaha Life Insurance Company, a Mutual of Omaha company, offers a range of policies to fit your budget. They have some of the lowest rates compared to other companies. Your benefits will never be reduced or canceled as long as you pay your premium. Coverage will be in place quickly, allowing you to rest easy, knowing you've done the responsible thing for your family. Having life insurance coverage is one thing. Making funeral plans and having those difficult conversations with loved ones is another. Now, with a guaranteed whole life insurance policy from United of Omaha, you and your family will have access to Everest Funeral Planning Services, which include will preparation services, secure online planning and storage tools, which allows you to put wishes in writing and communicate those to family members. Finally, a 24/7 funeral concierge service. That's the show for today. Great stuff.
I love kombucha. It is my favorite. I'm going to get you drinking it for your gut health.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
You got it.
Remember to head to our Facebook page and our website and follow us on Twitter.
Is it low-cal?
Well, yes.
Okay, good. Remember to check out our Instagram at Julie and Olga.
Thanks for watching, everybody. So long.